in this video how to create MySQL table, insert data into table, fetch data from the table. Let's first create the table. Create table events, it has ID, that is int, and also primary key, auto increment also. Event name is there, varchar, and event start date time, it is a date time field. Event end date time, it is also date time field. And description, and one more constraint is there. Constraint is nothing but constraint name check end date time greater than start date time. That's it. Let's table created successfully, but we given some other name. Well, let me rename it. Rename table to events. This is also successful. Now let's query the table. Select star from events. No records. It has 5 fields. ID is primary key and auto increment. Name is there, event name, start date, end date, and description. Okay. Now we need to connect to MySQL database. I am using Jdbc as our database. Let's write a function called connect. First thing is we need to import SQL package java.sql.start, and we need to register the MySQL driver java.sql.driver equal to driver. MySQL driver is located in Jdbc driver. We need to register with the it throws an exception. Let's throw exception. We need to register this driver with the driver manager. Register driver, it is a static method. After that we need to get a connection to the MySQL database. Driver manager class has get connection. takes a string URL. Let's declare a URL. Jdbc MySQL localhost 3306 and database is, and user is root, password is change your username, password, and server also. Get connection object. This gives a connection object. Connection. Declare it on top of the class as a field, class field. Now we have connection ready, and a table also ready. We need to insert it. Before that, we need to read data from console. Read data from console. We have 5 columns. We only need to read name, start date, end date, and a description. 4 columns data. For this, we need to have a connection object has prepared statement which accepts SQL. String SQL equal to insert into events name, start date time, end date time, and description values. Just pass it here. It gives prepared statement. Prepared statement is nothing but first time it compiles it, next time onwards you need to compile. Let's go to documentation. Prepared statement, maybe some spelling mistake here. Yeah, actually it also throws an exception. Throws exception. We need to set this 4 parameters, right? STMT set string parameter is 1. Parameter index starts from 1 onwards. We are using for this start date and date time. So equivalent class in Jdbc is set timestamp 2. Third one also timestamp 3. STMT. Fourth one is string. Fourth. So what we need to do, we need to declare 4 variables here. String name, DSC sufficient, and this also start time stamp. Let's declare it as a strings, then later we can convert it. Here name, next one is start timestamp, third one is end timestamp, fourth one is description. We need to read these values from console. Get data. System dot out dot println. Please enter the details. We can insert multiple records, so that means through infinity loop we can break it later. First one is the system dot out dot print event name. Before that, create a scanner class. Pass system.in because we are going to read from console. Scanner class is located in java.util scanner. sc dot next line. Assign this value to name. Similarly, enter start date. That should be in format YYY, MM, DD and HH dot minutes and seconds. Assign it to start timestamp. Similarly, we need to read end date also, date time. Just copy it. Next is description. Description. Right. System dot out dot println. Please one to enter more data, -1 to exit. Okay. sc dot next int. Assign it to some value. If I equal to -1, break the infinity loop. And once you enter a value here, we need to capture a enter key. sc dot next line. Here we got the data, right? Let's replace this with the insert statement. Okay, now we got insert. It is expecting, let's see the documentation. java.sql.timestamp. We have string now, and for this what we need to do is need to construct a local date time class. Start date, local date time dot parse is a statement. In this we have data in a start time timestamp. Parse it, and we need to specify date time formatter. For this so forgot the name. Of pattern. Our pattern is YYY MM DD HH and hours, minutes and seconds. It gives date time formatter class. Format. Just pass it here. Here it accepts java.sql.timestamp, and timestamp java.sql.timestamp has a static method called value of, which accepts local date and time. We got this object here, so just pass it. STT. So same thing we need to do for end date time also. NDT format is going to be same, local date time parse, have data in data time format. Here pass EDT, local date time right. What is this? EDT. Oh, we need to pass term dot value of EDT. That's it. We need to prepared statement should be executed. stmt dot execute, and finally you need to close this statement. Otherwise you can put in try with resource block. At the end of the block it automatically closes the prepared statement. It's better to close the resource, right? Every time you try to insert, you need to call this here. It throws an exception. We need to throw here also. throws exception. After inserting, we need to display the data. Void display events. Programmatically you need to get the data and the display. For this, connection object has create statement. It gives statement object. Empty statement. Okay, it also throws an exception. Statement object, using this you need to execute the query. Execute query will return result set. Execute query, need to pass SQL string SQL equal to select star from events. Pass it here. It returns result set RS. So using result set, next method, cursor moves to first record and get the values. System dot out dot println get int. First column is event ID. Here event ID. Second column name, started, ended, description. So column index starts from 1. rs dot get string event name 2. rs dot get timestamp. Here we are getting only time, we need to get timestamp. Column index 3. rs dot get timestamp only 4. Final column is description. rs dot get string 5th column. We need to close the statement here also. stmt dot close, or wrap up with the try with the resource. Everything is okay. Now we need to call all these functions in main method. Before that, create an object of this class. Insert dot first function is connection, and insert dot next is get data. Insert dot display events. Insert dot disconnect. Do not return this. Let's create a function. It's created somewhere. We need to close all resources. If connection not equal to null, connection dot close. Remaining prepared statements all we are closing it. It also throws an exception. All these four methods throws SQL exception. Need to catch that. It throws some other exceptions also. Invalid data, etc. Get message ex dot get SQL state plus ex dot get error code. It can throw any other exception related to database. Just put in exception clause. Ex dot get message. That's it. First we are trying to connect database and reading data from console and inserting that data into database. Whatever data you inserted, it displays those events. Finally disconnect the service. Just run it. Get any errors or not. No errors, it is asking. First is Diwali. Entering start date maybe 11/11/05. End date 2020 23. This is Hindu festival. It has 1 to enter more data, -1 to exit. Before that, this record has been inserted into database. Let's go and check it. Let's create a query tab. Select star from events. It inserted. Whatever we entered, it is inserted. Now we are going to enter second record. Enter name Christmas 2020 12/25, maybe 070000 and 2020 12/25. It ends at evening 7 you can enter 19. This is Christians festival. We'll enter one more record, Ramadan. It starts June 06/06 at 5 o'clock. Ends after month 06 at 18 hours. This is Muslim festival. we are not going to enter, just enter -1, right? We entered 3 records, we got those values here. First one is Diwali, next one is Christmas, last one is Ramadan. Diwali, Christmas, Ramadan, right? Let's check in the database. The 3 records are there. Create the table, enter data and insert it and fetch it.